Moving right along, we got Otto from Otto and George in studio. It's the Opie and Anthony show, by the way.
Anyway, I enjoyed your buttermilk sardines segment. I was having my bowl of Lucky Charms with Diet Pepsi and washing it down with a chicken salad sandwich with Bengay on wheat toast. Boy, I got here just in time. You guys are completely out of ideas. Jesus. Nice. Produce that segment. Jesus.
But it's
I missed you guys, man.
Yeah, we miss you, Otto.
Yeah.
That's some of the greatest treats of all time.
Do I ever really pop into your head? Do you guys ever think about me when I'm not right in front of you?
Absolutely.
Or are you just busy shoving wads of cash into empty paint cans like Vito on The Sopranos late at night with your piles of money?
I got your DVDs. We throw them in.
Really?
Yes,
Thank you, man.
of course I do. I love Otto.
Thank you, man.
So you're on the Facebook, too.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Is that good?
Yeah, you know. We hooked up. We're pals now on there.
Does George have his own page?
George gets a book out.
George should have his own page.
Yeah.
You should be working 2 Facebook pages.
Yeah.
One for yourself, one for George.
God.
Yeah. Are you guys like, what kind of friends are you? Are you doing the tickle fights and all that other weird stuff they do on Facebook?
I ignore every one of those things.
Yeah.
Ooh, a poke. You got a present. You got a kiss.
Wait.
You got a heart. You got a this. You got.
What's a poke?
I don't know. I just delete them.
Yeah.
And then everybody trying to get me into that stupid mafia thing.
What mafia thing?
There's like a game, a mafia mob war game on Facebook. And I'm just like, ignore. You come to a part of my family, and I'll do. Shut up. Ignore.
When are they going to have the technology to put the image of a computer onto a widescreen TV, or do they have that
They
yet?
can now.
Oh, yeah.
They can already?
Oh, yeah, they got that.
Because every time there's something great on YouTube, I go, I want to see this bigger, you know?
Oh, yeah.
They've already worked on that? Oh, good.
My screen is the biggest. I got an old flat screen TV.
You know what, though?
My computer screen is an old TV that's not old, it's flat. It's this big.
But
it's a computer screen, or it's a separate TV screen?
It's like a monitor.
Same
you pop
thing
it
now.
in, and
Really?
the quality's wonderful.
Oh, okay.
Progressive scan.
We're living in great times technology-wise, yeah. Really?
Yeah. The thing is, with YouTube videos, though, if you blow them up the size of a big screen TV, it's going to be all pixelated.
A little
and stuff
bit.
Because they
You lose a little, but
compress the crap out of it.
Drop out of clarity. That's all right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
old.
but you just back up and you squint a little bit, and man, it's like high def.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, sure.
Try it. You think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
Come on.
So I haven't been here in a while since Obama won. I know you weren't too happy about him.
Obama
possibly.
president, nah.
Yeah.
He loves Obama.
Yeah.
What?
He just doesn't know it yet.
No, yeah, and I don't think I'm going to know it for at least 4 and perhaps 8 years.
I'm tired of the celebration. You know, you can't dance. Stop dancing and get on with your job of being president, you know?
Yes.
Really.
That's how I feel. And this whole celebration thing is like,
It's
enough
too show
already.
business. You're a politician. Fix everything that's wrong.
Always try.
The White House had to had to put out some kind of statement where they're going to try to curtail merchandising of the president.
Oh.
Because it's gotten ridiculous with the people hawking T-shirts and buttons and stuff.
Doesn't that help the economy? They should just allow that to continue.
Not down here in Midtown, my friend. I think if you go uptown, every corner you could buy a T-shirt, a thing with him with a halo nailed to a cross, whatever you want to see, the new Messiah.
Black people really think that their lot in life is going to change now. This guy's a politician. He doesn't care.
Let me ask some of the old ladies up in the Bronx that are being pummeled by some young gentlemen. If things have changed since Obama's been in, they got videotape they're playing all morning on the news of this lovely gentleman that is going up and just pummeling old ladies.
Yeah.
And stealing their money and doing whatever else.
He is the first black guy to be followed by security outside of a department store. Cricket, I thought that was good.
That is good.
Nice. Where are you going to be, Otto? You get the plug in. Treehouse.
God, I got.
That's why you're here. Let's be honest with each other.
I have a performance this Saturday. No, I didn't come here to plug. I came here because I feel like I'm vanishing when I'm not in this show. I'm just somewhere out there in the B room universe, and then when I come here, I feel like I'm pertinent again.
You
played at Treehouses, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, Treehouse inside of Denbury.
Yeah. They love
Stanford.
Stanford.
This Saturday, Otto and George, Treehouse Comedy Club, Stamford, Connecticut. TreehouseComedy.com for tickets.
And all my Long Island friends on February 18th at the brokerage.
In Belmore. I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
Nice little spot there.
It's nice. They fixed it up. It's cool. Yeah, it's good. Good show.
What else is going on with you, Otto?
Took a trip to California with Trish. We took 9 days driving from San Francisco to L.A. to Vegas.
That is one of the coolest rides you could ever do.
I know, but I was checking in and out of hotels every 2 days, and I said to myself, this is like doing a gig without getting paid at the end of it. I'm exhausted, and I have less money. I'm constipated from the change of water. I was miserable by the end of the trip. I saw Penn and Teller in Vegas. They treated me good.
Yeah, those
guys.
Rule,
Did you take the Pacific Coast Highway, man?
Yeah. That was a little scary at times.
It is, right, with the cliffs and stuff.
Yeah.
And you stop and you can hear the seals like a quarter mile down.
Yeah, it's just it's just a pubic hair from death on some of those cliffs there. And people are like driving up behind us and like
they're mad because you're not going 80.
How many people just fly off that road?
Yeah, they just sail right out there into eternity. They just sailed right out there.
There's got to be just an amazing amount of people that just perish on that roadway.
I went to the Hearst Castle. Boy, did I feel poor after seeing how that guy lived.
Huh?
Oh, my God. He had a swimming pool the size of a football field.
Yeah.
And he had the Marx Brothers over there and all these rich people. It was amazing.
There's some Symbionese Liberation Army pictures of Patty Hearst.
It didn't even occur to me, Patty Hearst, until later on. Yeah. Because you were allowed to ask questions on the tour, and I just kept asking him about, I was trying to do Fatty Arbuckle jokes.
Yeah.
And the lady wasn't having it. She was like, "Oh, well, Mr. Hearst was Mr. Hearst," and just protecting his name.
What about the Charlie Chaplin stuff? Also, wasn't there that big scandal with the murder on the boat?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. How about that, you tour guide liar?
He had a big pool. Did he have Abbott and Costello over? And then Lou went, "Hey, that's a good idea for the yard."
Okay.
Abbott, there's a kid in my. That's why they couldn't get him out. He was sitting there. He would have been fine if he could have spit it out. Abbott, there's a kid in my. What are you saying, Lou? There's a kid in your pajamas? No, in my...
That's terrible.
Oh, little wispy hairs in the skimmer.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You want to drain it and give it a good acid wash after a kid perishes in your pool.
Oh, Jesus. Pretty dark.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just a tad.
They really enjoy that too. Let them enjoy. They really enjoy that one.
It's very golden. You can see them sparkling in the sun when you pick that skimmer basket out. Oh, a little patent leather shoe.
Oh, Christ.
It is just awful, but screw them. It's old. It's old stuff. Enough time's gone by. I don't care. They made a ride out of the Titanic. What do you want from me?
Right.
Yeah, you remember that whole Titanic ride? That big. You drive around, and occasionally they have these street fairs.
Well, it's right after the movie came out, so it was a hot thing to get for your kids' party.
And it's an actual. It's the bow or the stern of the Titanic. Of the Titanic, and it's a balloon slide. It's one of those huge inflatable things, and kids climb up and slide down the deck into water.
Yeah,
and it's like, but did you understand that 1,000 and some odd people died?
Death. Yeah,
a horrible death. And now enough time went by where it's a ride.
Otto, here it is.
Yeah, there it is.
You can bounce off the smokestacks and everything.
Sure, have a little fun with it. Just slide down the deck into water, just like the real people did. Yeah,
from Hasbro.
Yeah. There you go. That's acceptable now. And enough time goes by.
Enough time goes by. You got to wonder if eventually there'll be rides from other tragedies. It's just look at that. There's a little kid sliding down the deck, having a blast. Mm-hmm. And just years ago, people actually were doing that and dying.
And if you get the really good slide, you slide right into the water.
Fatalities, good. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I always put the History Channel on to try and fall asleep before I do this show because it's very hard for me to turn my brain off. Mm-hmm. There's a thing last night about Hitler's bodyguards.
Oh, that drunk.
Yeah, it was really good,
drunk
though.
guy.
They had some good audio on Hitler. He was talking to one of his guys, Himmler or something, and he was going, I'm going to kill 6 million Jews and 12 circus clowns. The guy goes, circus clowns? He goes, see? Nobody cares about the Jews.
Oh, my God. You're saying they're dark. Wow. Nice.
Sorry.
I really
No,
can't.
it's all good.
I'm the same way, though. I can't fall asleep without something on.
It didn't work. I was tossing and turning.
Yeah.
You know, when I have nothing to do, I sleep like in a second. But when I have to get some rest to do something, my brain won't
You're
shut
not
off.
alone.
Yeah.
Everyone's like that, Otto.
You guys must have, your bodies must be able to shut down now after all these years.
No, you wish.
Ah.
Never.
I just got back into kind of a normal schedule. I was coming home at
Like,
noon.
what time did
I
you
would
hit
go,
the hay last night, for instance?
Last night was I don't know, about 9:30.
Really?
10, but that was normal. But for about 2 weeks before this,
Yeah.
I was going home at noon, sleeping until 8 at night, staying up till 2:30 in the morning, and sleeping a couple of hours before the show.
Oh, naps.
So I
yeah.
became nocturnal. No, the bulk of my sleep was from noon till 8 at night, and then I was
Wow.
up all night, just kind of hanging out, drinking.
Well, that's not bad. As long as you get
but
your 8 hours at some point.
you know what though? From 8 till like 2:30 in the morning, no one's around. There's nothing
Right.
to do. I'm not going to go out because then I'll
But
be
don't
out.
you find your brain is functioning better if you're up for a few hours than if you just crawl out of bed right to the microphone? Isn't it better?
Oh
to be up for a
yeah.
while?
I did notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough to wake up.
I got a glue on my brain when I first wake up.
Well, you're not
Yeah.
used to this either.
Yeah.
It's like the funny
Get used
shirt
to it
that I
a
wear
little
that
bit.
says I'm a bitch without my coffee.
Oh, Jimmy.
Hey, Otto, you're a big movie buff.
Oh, yeah, I just saw The Wrestler. Man, was that moving.
You liked it?
I thought it was unbelievable performance. Oh, Jim, I got to show you this. Check this out.
Oh, you got a picture of wow.
Hey, a signed Nicholson.
Yeah.
That's
from,
great.
Yeah.
Can I see
Cuckoo's
that?
Nest.
Yeah.
Can I?
No.
Don't, no.
Why?
You're gonna-
I just
no,
want to look at it.
No,
You
you
know,
never.
good people.
Get that.
He would
I
never.
got
he
it.
knows
What, are
he'd
you
get
jealous?
killed.
I got it.
Why,
Wow,
are
that
you,
is
why are
good.
you showing off, making us all sad?
I thought Jim would like to see it.
Of course.
I thought it was show and tell today. I'd have brought something in.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You like The Wrestler, though, huh?
Why, you didn't like it?
No, I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing. I mean, really.
But they're saying that
Powerful.
it's this comeback movie. Like, what other roles is he going to be able to play with that face
He's going
and
to do
everything?
9.5 Nelsons next.
Right. Yeah. You know, like they're
Prince
saying
of paper cuts.
they're saying like John Travolta, the big comeback. What is
Yeah,
this
what
going
did
to
Burt
lead
Reynolds
to?
do after Boogie Nights? Zero.
Yeah, they always talk about that.
And Burt Reynolds shows he could deliver when he's got a good script, but there's no scripts.
You see Slumdog?
Slumdog
Dog
I
Millionaire?
heard about that.
It's good.
Is that good?
Millionaire.
I didn't like it as much. I
didn't-
liked it a
I
lot.
didn't think it lived up to the hype.
What about
That's for
Eastwood's
sure.
movie? Did you see that one?
I liked it.
That was great.
I just saw the good parts on YouTube.
It's funny.
Every racist remark
he's
out of
funny.
his mouth.
He's a
It's like
grumpy
Full
old
Metal
man.
Jacket and
Yeah.
then like an action movie. It was great.
I liked it. Very predictable.
He
though.
was saying that the vanishing American, like eventually everybody's going to be brown, black, and yellow, and there's going to be no more guys that look like us eventually.
That's pretty obvious.
That's the dream of some people.
Yeah.
No more white man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a great
I like
performance.
adult films. Like The Wrestler was an adult film. It's not like children and Talking Dog Hotel and all that. Even when I was a kid, I didn't like that stuff. I always liked Death Wish and stuff. When I was a kid, it was all about sneaking into an R-rated film.
Oh,
I was
Kersey.
not interested in anything PG.
None of that Disney crap for you?
No,
Yeah.
not really.
So you're not going to go see Mall Cop?
Oh, he's very talented. He's very handsome. I don't know.
Hey, you like? I don't like Pixar animation. Do you watch that stuff?
Love Pixar.
You mean computer animate?
Yeah.
No, I prefer the old organic claymation. King Kong, the original. Yeah, I'm more traditional.
Really? The Pixar.
Where they move like Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Those Pixar films are fantastic.
Are they really? Like, what's a good one to start with if I'm just going to see one?
The Toy Story ones.
Toy
still
Story's
hold up,
good? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What's some of those other Pixar movies?
Cars.
Huh? Oh, yeah, Cars. That's right.
Monster Inc.
Monster Inc.'s good.
Cars was good.
Cars, okay.
Toy Story 2.
Yeah. Toy Story 2. And they got the new one. What is it called?
Incredible.
Up is the new one coming
What are you
out.
doing? What voice is that?
Oh, that's our politician
You
friend.
know what?
Oh.
This is,
You
yes,
know what? It's worth playing.
It is so worth
It's
just
overplayed.
Otto up to speed on this one.
Okay.
No, this is never overplayed, Opie. Believe me. This clip can never be overplayed.
What is he, on meds or something? He just sounds like a dullard.
No, this politician, I forgot what the debate was about. It was about beer, obviously.
Do we have the long clip?
We
need the long clip.
alcohol content in beer.
Oh.
Yes.
In Alabama.
They were debating a higher alcohol content, and one of this is actually a politician.
Oh.
This is actually a politician that was elected to an office by his constituency.
He's having some kind of press conference or something to try to get this done for his state.
And he's got a crony that I guess helps him out at the end.
Yeah.
When he can't quite get a thought together.
Yeah. The cut I have is 21 seconds. Where's the long clip? Maybe this is the whole clip. Okay.
Give it a play.
Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it? I ain't never heard nobody complain about the beer we have. It drank pretty good. Budweiser. What's the name of some of them other beers? Budweiser and what else? Miller.
Wow.
Miller. Coors. It drank pretty good, don't it?
Miller. Cool.
It's one of our favorite clips, Otto.
Mushmouth. This is a politician.
Tab Blue Ribbon. Schaefer.
Wow.
Miller. Dinkalaggle.
The beer we have, it drank pretty good.
Stella Artois.
That's a toughie.
Meister Brian.
Yeah.
Aventina.
Shaman.
Deep South. This guy's from the Deep South. Right?
Oh, the Deep South.
No, he's from Maine, Otto.
Okay.
Yes, he's a politician.
It reminds me of the other beer clip, too, that we haven't played in a while. The murder one? Listen to this.
They was arguing over a bureau. They was up there had a bureau that they didn't have no bureau. And they wanted a bureau. They were hanging around to get a bureau. Called the mailman gave me a dog. I was just they were arguing over a bureau.
Guilty.
They took his bureau and then shot him.
And they shot him.
They shot him. Well, of course.
Over
they did.
Burr.
This is why I always say we can never, ever quite really sync up as one people in this nation, because there are certain things that I guess we do as white people that black people don't understand, and there are certain things that black people do that white people just cannot understand or be party to or be part of. I watch movies where it's like just a group of black guys and they're hanging out and they're talking and stuff, and I just think there's no way I could fit into that conversation.
Oh.
They're just throwing around some cool slang and everything, and their clothes and what they're doing and how they're treating bitches and stuff like that. And I'm just like, how could Whitey fit into that? And then you got your Whitey thing, like my activities, what I like doing, how I like hanging out with my friends and stuff like that. And I don't see, like, unless you're a black guy that's grown up in a predominantly white household like Obama, can actually understand and fit into that.
Most of them are probably just trying to fit into the pack, and they'd love to go to Banana Republic with you.
Yeah.
But they're just trying to be all gangsterish just to fit in,
Yeah. Well, no, I
half of them are probably nerdy. There's got to be black
I don't
nerds.
think so.
Yeah.
I'm sure they are, but I think they're more gangster than just like our gangster guys. Their nerds beat our gangster guys, unless, you're talking about the Italian mob.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't know. It's just this whole lifestyle thing where it's so separate to me. I don't understand a lot of what is going on. Like you watch on YouTube and you see some videos of this one guy who's driving his one of his bitches down in Detroit, and he's videotaping the neighborhood, and they're talking about it. And I'm like, first of all, I don't understand what he's saying. Secondly, we couldn't do this. And the way he's treating his bitch, like, shut the F up, bitch. Bitches.
Just a different world.
I would love to treat a woman like that. How great would that be?
Yeah.
Shut up, bitch. Who wouldn't want to say that?
But then you get yelled at.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. I would.
They're not as afraid to go to the slammer for spousal abuse because they're going to see all their other best friends in the home.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like,
it's more part of their normal life is you're in prison, you're out of prison, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal to go away for a while.
We got a question from Eric in Ontario for Anthony. Eric,
Canadian.
You're on the Opie and Anthony show.
How's it going?
Good, man.
Anthony, do you base all your racial opinions off of movies?
Off of movies?
Yeah.
No, a lot of them, because it's kind of like a reflection of, and I'm not talking about like watching House Party or anything like that, but it's, a reflection of the community. You watch movies based on whitey, and you get kind of the whitey angle. You watch movies based on black people, and you get kind of a black angle. Like a movie like that, Menace to Society, things like that.
Colors.
Colors. You watch things like that.
Great movie, right?
Yeah.
And it's not, that isn't out of the question that people do talk like that, act like that. I know it's a drama, so there's a lot more action in it than probably would be in the normal run-of-the-mill life of a black gentleman in South Central. But I couldn't imagine living in that lifestyle. So I can't find common ground.
Yeah.
I can't find common ground. We're a separatist society, really. We really are.
It's got to do with age, too. I'm sure a guy like Morgan Freeman looks at those kids and just goes, what the hell? What are they doing? You know?
Well, Bill Cosby's always been very vocal on that and say, pull your pants up and speak properly. And but I don't know. It's just this
You have a lot in common with them. You're gaudy. You like guns. You drive an oversized vehicle. You like to bang young chicks.
That is true.
You completely have everything in common with them.
Yeah.
The difference is I do it all legally.
Yeah.
It's my vehicle. My guns are registered. The girls aren't under 18.
Stupid, frightened white man.
Exactly.
Let's go to John in Indiana. John, we're hanging with Otto and George today, who's going to be at the Treehouse Comedy Club in Stamford this Saturday. TreehouseComedy.com.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Hey, I want to get a linger longer with Boo Got Shot.
Well, we're heading toward a break. You want to do Boo Got Shot today?
Boo Got Shot.
You've heard Boo Got Shot, right, Otto?
I haven't.
That's a very famous clip.
I haven't yet, no.
You want to do it with the translation or without the translation?
I like without.
All right,
Figure it out yourself.
Otto, there's a murder that went down.
Okay.
And they got an eyewitness to Boo getting shot. We got it yet? And this is how she described what she saw.
Thank you.
Boo got shot.
She was taking real bad news. Pictures, they got shot. I said, who? She said, Boo got shot. I said, oh my God. We just saw it. My sister had called somebody up here. She called my cousin Pumpkin just stay up there. She called her, and Pumpkin told her that she was on the phone with police. And Chichi, she had left out, and she went and got in her car. She bailed out. And when she left out, then when I heard the gunshot again, and when I heard the gunshot, and I seen some boy had run in the building over back that way. He ran in that building. I seen that car just flew off, and then I seen a long gun, a big old gun in the car.
Yeah, my sister's cousin, you called police and they sent an ambulance.
Ambulance.
Call my sister's cousin in an ambulance.
Could you possibly imagine hanging with that chick?
No.
Like going out on a date. The way you have gone out on dates and hung with girls and done that, could you possibly imagine taking her out and getting common ground?
It's a nice fantasy, though.
It was a good description.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking one, maybe two times. I'm not talking like, going steady.
Look, I'm talking
There's
about
a nice
finding
fantasy there.
anything you can talk about while sitting across from each other at a table.
I wanted to go ghetto. I wanted to go ghetto so bad.
Yeah.
Never got it done.
That's such bad jokes.
She'd say Boo got shot, and you'd say, what caliber weapon?
What caliber? Okay,
Yeah,
perhaps.
You'd have a wonderful conversation.
Perhaps we could go that direction. Just talk about firearms all night.
We got to find the clip. We haven't played it in years. I don't even know if we have it anymore. The Bambulance. The guy
the Bambulan. We need Bambulan.
I think what happened was a deer. This guy hits a deer, was it?
Yeah.
And
went through his windshield.
Went through his windshield.
No, it was a moose.
Was it a moose?
It was a moose where the moose was sitting, like the woman hit the moose.
No, that's another one.
Oh, okay.
That's a great picture. Yeah, the moose is his ass is sticking out of the windshield. But I think it was a deer. He hits.
He hit it and he put it in the back seat.
Okay, that's what it was. He hits a deer. He decides to pull over and he figures this is some good eats.
Dead deer.
Oh, okay. So he puts it in the back seat, and as he's driving down the highway, the deer comes to.
That's Tommy Boy.
Yeah, but I think it's based on a real story because we used to play the clip, and the 911 calls this guy going screaming and yelling, going, "I need a ambulance! I need a ambulance!
Deer's in the back seat, alive."
Right. If we can find
ambulance, an ambulance for Bambi.
Maybe that's what he meant. Okay.
We go to break with that. Otto and George killing with us today. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. We got Otto from Otto and George in studio. George stays home now. We kind of like that in a way.
I thought of bringing him today, but and then again, it would, this guy goes into a deli and orders a ham and Swiss. He goes, "I'll have a ham and Swiss on rye, no mustard." And the guy goes, "We're out of mustard. Would you like that without mayonnaise?"
Otto and George at the Treehouse Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut this Saturday, treehousecomedy.com. And then for all the Long Islanders listening, February 18th, Brokerage in Belmore. You can see Otto and George.
That's going to be a good show.
Yeah, we got lots to do still, but Jill's on the line from Blairstown, and it says, Aunt is so funny.
I think it's probably going to be sarcastic.
I don't know. Let's find out. Jill?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Pretty good, Jill.
Hi.
I've been listening for actually just a couple of months, so.
Oh.
But, Anthony, you crack me up. Like, you're so ignorant that it's just hysterical. Like, I can't even be mad at you.
He really is, right?
I knew it.
The ignorance is ridiculous.
What am I ignorant about, Jill?
And he's a very intelligent man. One of the smartest guys I know.
No, enlighten me. I want to know what I'm ignorant about.
No, you're very smart. And everything about races and it's so funny. Like, I can't even be mad. You just crack me up.
But okay, hold on. How is my opinion on how the races are and how they act together and things like that, how is that being ignorant? I'm basing it on something. And there is a kind of an opinion on the whole thing. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely entitled to your own opinion. Right. So I'm not. Everybody can say whatever they want to say, but it's just, I don't know. It just seems like you get your information off of the most stereotypical movies and
websites.
Well, no. I also I look at I look at the world. I look at people. I'm a people watcher. I do that. It's not just based on movies. I'm not that crazy. But
were you beat up by a bunch of black guys every day as a kid or something?
I grew up. I went to school in Central Islip at one point in my life out on Long Island, and it's known to not be one of the best neighborhoods around. And I did have some problems with some black gentlemen back then taking my money. They would always love taking the white kids' money.
Are you really just a sad little boy at heart and you just need some love?
No, why can't it be, Jill, why can't it just be that this is the way it is? And I'm just kind of talking about what it is. While we were talking about this, let me just enlighten you a little bit. While we're having this conversation, I'm distracted by the news watching a savage beat the living crap out of an old lady. They're both black. It's black on black crime, which by the way is 90% of the crimes that black perpetrate are against other black people. That isn't my opinion, by the way.
I didn't say it was.
That's the way it is. Why would you say that is? Yeah. Why is there a disproportionate amount of crime in the black community than in the white community or any other ethnic groups?
I think that they just publicize it more.
All right, so you say it's the media. No, it's not. It's statistics that are collected by the FBI, by the prisons, that there is a disproportionate number of crimes that are committed by black people, as opposed to white people.
That's the fact, because that's what they do. Yep. But it's a fact that that's the information that they collect. We don't know what goes on in white people's houses.
So you're saying it's a conspiracy?
The clip you just played of the woman talking about somebody that got shot and blah, blah, blah. Do you know how many trashy white people
I'm not saying that
Right.
Hey, Jill, Jimmy, I'm gonna shoot you.
Why? I just
Jill. See, here's what the thing is. I'm not saying there aren't dumb-ass white people. As a matter of fact, there are more dumb-ass white people than black people because there are more white people in the country. I'm talking 10 or 11% of the population of this country account for 50% of the prison population. How is that possible without there being a conspiracy? Jill?
Just the way they report it, right, Joe?
Shut up, Jimmy! God, you son of a bitch!
All I'm saying is...
How is that, Jill?
All I'm saying is I'm not trying to get into all these serious facts. It's just
no. You called me out on something. I want to have an intelligent debate. You said I'm ignorant on a lot of things. I want to have an intelligent debate with you on this subject. Why do you think 50% of the prison population is made up of 10% of the country's population? Jill.
It's just the way it is.
Yep.
Okay. Well, why is it like that? I need an answer. I say because there's this.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you.
So then why am I stupid?
Some of the. I didn't say you're stupid.
Well, why am I then ignorant? I bring these things up. I bring up the crime, and I bring up the fact that we don't have common ground because of things like what I just mentioned, and then I'm called ignorant.
I'm not talking about your facts. I'm talking about the plain old that you wouldn't be able to fit into a conversation with a bunch of black guys.
I couldn't. Why is that funny? Do you look?
Why?
Because I don't understand. I don't have a common ground with a group of black people. I can't step into that.
You certainly can.
Unless
you're talking about the ghetto guys.
I am.
And the hardcore rap
That's
guys.
what I'm talking about.
But there's a lot of other black guys out there.
Ghetto black guys do you run into?
Yeah, really.
I steer clear. Because it's dangerous.
Another great point from Jill, right?
It's dangerous for white people to be around a black criminal element, as much as it would be for a black gentleman to be around a group of skinheads. It's dangerous. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, I love getting you all riled.
I know.
Don't you? Yeah, because you're really doing it, not the bastards that are surrounding me right now, agreeing with you.
Well, you know, it's making good points.
Hold on, Jill. You raised a good point about
which one?
About the stereotypical. A lot of times, right? Like he just kind of gets his stuff from movies, right?
Yeah.
I noticed that too.
Yeah.
Shut it, Jimmy.
Before I go, I just want to say, Jimmy, I love you.
Oh, thanks, sweetie.
Shut up, Jimmy, that liberal ass.
Thank you,
He's
sweetie.
a lib. You liberal Democrat jackass,
You know,
Jimmy.
what am I
That's what we
gonna do?
call him. We call him liberal tree hugging Jim.
Hold on, I'm a Jill hugger. Pass along the wealth. Let's spread it around. Jill, what do you look like?
Shut it.
And he's very witty, and I love him.
Thank you, baby.
Is that
Jill,
it?
what do you look like, Jill?
Jill, how much do you love black?
Hey,
love it?
Do we have to
You
go
just
there?
love it?
Do we have
when
to go
did your
there?
father disown you, Jill?
Hey, let's keep it fun.
Oh, I have a very loving father.
All right, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Jill, are you a pretty girl?
What?
Pretty girl,
Are you
are you? Grady?
Pretty girl, are you, Mr. Grady? You chopped liberal Jill up and left her body in the hallway.
There you go. That's what I like to hear. Nice and dirty.
She was talking to a cook.
Hey,
All right, everybody say hi to my husband, Ben. I'm sure he's listening. He's very proud of me right now.
All right, yeah.
Jimmy.
All right.
I'm sure he's very proud right now.
Go see Jimmy at Caroline's this weekend, Thursday through Sunday, I do believe.
God, people just can't be honest.
I know.
Everyone that says Anna's wrong has never worked.
Oh, hold on, I'll read them all out for you.
Yeah.
Shane and Philly, just to see what's going on out there. Everyone that says
These
Anna's
are,
wrong
by the way,
has never worked with black people.
These are opinions that people have gotten through experience, whether that's right, wrong, or indifferent. This is what people are living.
Brennan in San Diego, Anna's giving facts. She's calling them theories. Michelle in Rockland County, I understand both sides, but Jill shouldn't attack Ant. Chris in Missouri, smartest black people can also be ghetto. Tony, black guy from D.C., Ant watches movies and thinks we're all the same.
Well, can we have a guy? I think a guy like Tony and Ant would be very interesting.
Sure.
I watch movies and think they're all the same. I love
all right, hold on a minute. Jim in Long Beach, I'm a cop. Jill is the ignorant one. Scott in D.C., and I think you're ignorant too, but I love it. And Paulie from the NYPD, I want to back up Ant with facts.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Tony from D.C.
Tony, you're on the Opie Anthony show.
Hi, Tony.
What's up, Tony?
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man?
Hey, Ant.
Yeah.
This guy, Ant. I mean, I love the show. I've been listening for years. But Ant just has been going further and further down the crazy trail.
Yeah.
The longer the years have been going on. Look, Ant, look, I wouldn't fit into Minister Society, okay?
Yeah.
Most black people wouldn't fit in Minister Society. That is a crazy, ultra-violent movie, you know? Yep. But to say that that's the same thing as a white black person hanging around skinheads kill black people.
Yep.
Black people, if you go around black people and you hang around with some black people, they'll just say, what is that guy doing in the hood? You know, but they're not going to go up and test your balls or anything. You know what I mean?
I think if I try walking through East New York on a Saturday night, I am getting effed up, dude. I am getting effed up. If I walk past certain street corners, I'm a dead man. I'm done for. It's just the way it is. That is, yeah.
And most of the violence, like you said, most of the violence is black people on other black people.
Right. Yeah, that's because white people aren't around in those areas.
White people are around, but if you hang around any bad neighbor, if I walked around a trailer park on a Saturday night, I mean, hell, I might get, get messed up.
You're right.
Get killed.
That's my whole thing is we're still a very separatist society because I don't think we can find common ground. What's, Tony, give me a brief, what is your Saturday night like? What do you do on a weekend?
On a weekend, I sit at home, to be honest.
All right.
I sit at home and just watch TV.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Come on. Come on.
I'm teasing. I like Tony.
Come on. What is that?
We got an opportunity here. Come on.
He's actually making very valid points.
What is that?
No, I just sit home, to be honest. I might go to a bar every now and again, but it's nothing crazy. Like, we don't stand on the corner and talk about our bitches and all of this stuff. That's rap videos, and you can't take it. And with Ant, another thing is that he's corrupting all of you guys. I'm sorry to say it, but he does the same thing with the liberal and conservative debate. He's one crazy person who says something crazy like Obama's going to pay my mortgage, and it says, this is how liberals think.
Oh, they said the same thing about Hitler, like he was crazy and was going to influence people. Oh.
That's not the same thing.
Right, of course not. Come on.
And you see, Ant goes down the crazy trail.
All the time.
Oh, my God. There's Ant going down the crazy path.
I like Tony. That's because I expected, what do you do on the weekend? You hang out. You drive around in chopped down Chevys.
But how can you like Tony? He's
with
black.
Some weapons in there and just
like
hassle
Tony.
the police when they pull you over. That's what I expected.
No.
All right.
Well, but see, we talk back to the police because they're always around.
Yeah.
They're always.
And when they're not, there's a problem.
No, if you lived in a neighborhood where the police were always around, always harassing and stopping people for no reason.
They drive past my house all the time. They give me a wave, and then they're off. They're called It's called patrolling.
Yeah, but you're paying them. They're like your private security or something like that.
Well,
they
not too far off there, Tony.
I love the police. What are you kidding? They're fantastic. You know what happens though in some of the communities, the black communities, the cops can't win because if they're not there, there's people bitching that there's crime and drug sales going on, and the cops aren't there to stop it. And then when the cops show up and start busting these guys, the people come out and go, "Oh, look what they're doing! They're dragging off, our young men." So it's very hard for the police to win in those situations.
It's not hard. Here's the thing.
Why don't you just treat them with respect when you get pulled over and say, "Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's my license, my registration."
Well, most black people feel like they're being treated unfairly anyway when they're pulled over by the police. I mean,
I get pulled over more than the brothers. I swear I get pulled over more than the brothers.
But you get pulled over and you get to stay in your car. When we get pulled over, they say, "Get out the car, get on the ground, get on the knees," and it's like face down on the curb. And after, 5 or 6 times of being put on the street face down, then you're like, maybe you might feel a little chip on your shoulder after a while. But when you get pulled over, they say, "Excuse me, sir, can I have you? You were going fast. Could you please give me your license and registration?" And you get to sit there with your heat on, and then you say, "Thank you, officer."
With the heat on, you're not laying in the street.
Yeah,
it is cool being white, I gotta say.
Getting a cold chin.
God damn.
I like this Tony guy. Tony, you're all right, man.
You know what it is, though? Why would the cops do that unless there was this disproportionate amount of crime? Are they profiling?
No.
Perhaps, but if you go out and you're attacked by anything that is the same every time, wouldn't you then be a little more leery in those circumstances? Basic human nature.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Nixon, I'm going to use a Nixon quote. Nixon said that because the president does it, that means it's not illegal. Just because the police pull people out of their car and put them on the ground doesn't mean it's a reason for it.
Hey, Tony, can I
Maybe
ask
they
you?
could just be jerk-offs.
Hey, Tony, can I ask you a question? Like, you know how you say you'll give the cops an attitude sometimes because your experience with cops has been kind of unpleasant, so you kind of will prejudge them when they pull you over.
Right.
Doesn't it kind of work the other way, too? Like, if a lot of cops work in certain neighborhoods and have had primarily bad experiences with black people, or most of their bad experiences have been with black people, how come it's wrong for them to kind of prejudge?
No, it's okay, but here's the thing. I would like for white people to at least acknowledge that may be going on. See, Ant's whole thing is if the police pull you out your car and put you on the ground and, maybe kick you around a little bit, then maybe it's a reason for it.
Right.
But it's never a reason, it's never the other side. Ant never sees the other side. True, it may be some cops who had bad experiences. That's why they act that way. And it's some black people who had bad experiences. That's why they act that way. But just acknowledge both of them. And just say, people get pulled up. What you want, MFer?
I don't think it's like, I don't think every time they're dragging every black guy out of the car and putting him on the street either. But don't you think that maybe if as a community, you guys could get together and realize that if you clean up you clean up some of the crap that's going on in the community, that the police wouldn't hassle you as much. Where did that come from? I mean, obviously there was an initial prejudice there, but hey, we got black president. So I think if everybody just strives to be law-abiding citizens, drive nicely, and not have drugs and illegal firearms in the vehicles, not roll the window down and have a ton of pot smoke come out, maybe things will change.
Again, I love that Snoop Dogg video, too. But,
I got it from a Snoop Dogg video.
But see, that's not the thing. It's always going to be people who break the laws, unless we all act like ants. Unless we all have our roles to play, we don't question, we just do, what we're supposed to do. But that's never going to happen because we're people.
I hear you.
I mean, we're a-holes by nature. So, most people don't want to do the right thing when they're supposed to be doing it,
Yeah.
But
we got to go to break, Tony, but definitely.
Thank you guys, though.
Great talking to you. I like the points you made.
Yeah, Tony, call back anytime. You were real good, man.
Thanks,
very
guys.
cool. Thanks,
Tony in
man.
D.C. We got to take a quick break. We'll do a little mopping up in just a bit. Stay there.
Right.
Opie and Anthony. We got to get out of here. They're ready to start the music marathon here in New York City. And we're going to go over to Sirius XM and do some cursing, check our mouse traps, and spend more time with Otto from Otto and George.
Yep.
This Saturday, Otto, Treehouse Comedy Club, Stamford, Connecticut. Another fine appearance today by yourself.
Thank you.
Yes, very good. And then the brokerage, February 18th for everybody out there on Long Island. Anything else?
Caroline, tonight? No, tomorrow. Through Sunday.
Yeah.
212-757-4100. I'll be there. And my whole new thing that I've been doing, we're really physical comedy, where I've been kind of doing this improv thing where I bring people on stage and we act out a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really funny. No, it's great. I'm like, what's the occupation? Someone will yell a job. Abortion doctor. All right, please.
Oh. All right, you're an abortion doctor.
Yeah.
At a deli. Go.
Yes.
That looks like, I'll have a slice of what looks like my left job.
Yes, I mean pimento.
Want to thank Sam.
He's gently sucking the pimentos out of the olives.
I meant to say
God.
olive loaf. I'm such an idiot.
Pimento is good. That works.
I tripped into a good one.
And Sam, of course, for bringing in the greatest treats of all time. Or some of the greatest treats of all time.
Sam's dad, got to thank him.
Yeah, pictures are up on onaradio.com. And we're working on the videos. They'll be around tomorrow, I assume. A lot of puking. E-Rock just couldn't handle some of the greatest treats of all time. Because we mentioned it, we leave you today just before the music marathon with the I Need a Bambulance phone call.
Right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Family.
This is the ambulance emergency line. Do you have an emergency? I need a ambulance. Who is this? Joe. Okay. Where do you need us? I'm in the phone booth. Okay, what's the address there? Hold on. Okay, sir, did you call through 911? No. Okay, Joe, I need a location. What street are you on? I'm in the phone booth at the stop and go. Yeah, I'm at the... That's it. I'm at the stop and go. Well, I'm in the phone booth. Let me tell you what. I'm going down to my road, driving my car, minding my own goddamn business, and a deer jumped out and hit my car. Okay, sir, are you injured? Now, let me tell you. I get out and pick the deer up. I thought he's dead. I put the deer in my back seat, and I'm driving down the road and minding my own business. The woke up and bit me in the back of my goddamn neck. He bit me and he done kicked the out of my car. I'm in the phone booth. The deer bit me in the neck. A big dog came up and bit me in the leg. I hit him with the tire iron and I stabbed him with my knife. So I got a hurt leg and the deer bit me in the neck. And the dog won't let me out of the phone booth because he wants the deer. Now who gets the deer? Me or the dog? Okay, sir, are you injured? Yeah, the deer bit me in the neck. Hold on. The dog is biting me. Hold on. God damn it, get out of here. Hold on. The dog is biting my ass. Hold on.
All right, continuing with the Opie and Anthony show. Otto from Otto and George has made the walk.
Yeah.
Some of you guys, you don't make the walk. We like when we see you make the walk.
Yeah.
Otto continues with us. All right. Got a nice audience filing in. Ooh, onto the bleachers. And Mousetrap still nothing, huh? Wow,
that's... Fuck, you'd think there were no mice around here.
That's becoming a bust.
We know that the place is infested with rodents.
I think they got the exterminator coming in tomorrow, too. So
game over.
Bit is going to be over tomorrow.
Fuckers. Fucking wankers.
There's a couple things we couldn't get to because we had a lot of action.
It went fast over there today.
A lot of
action.
that. Yes.
That's the sign of a good, solid program.
I know Jimmy likes a good comic strip.
They're fucking so funny, man.
You enjoy a good comic strip.
Yeah, I do.
And there's something going on with Dilbert that's making a lot of news today there, Jimmy.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I miss you reading the comics, by the way. It's been a while.
Nah, that's too funny. I all laughed out.
Sure. Do you want me to tell you what happened to Dilbert, or should we play the audio and have the big surprise?
Let's play it, because Dilbert always gets me. He always catches me off guard.
Dilbert is what? Is he like an office space
type?
Office humor. Office humor?
It's office humor, cubicle humor, bosses and sub-bosses and, all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Secretaries. Paperwork.
Cubicle crap.
TPS reports.
PC load letter.
PC load letter. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I gotta watch Office Space.
PC load letter. That was the one.
I never
freaking out over it. What the fuck?
I never got Office Space, and everyone's like, you
gotta watch it a couple times. Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it another try. But Dilbert is in the news and his comic strip. Listen to this.
And a sure sign of the times. Cartoon character Dilbert has been fired.
Dilbert has been fired, Jimmy.
What did Dilbert do again?
Oh,
I think it's because of the economy. You know, you got to be relevant with your comic strip, right? This has got people talking.
A symbol of the downtrodden worker. Dilbert says, my side business, DilbertFiles.com, is getting lots of attention. I have a feeling I will soon be leaving my cubicle behind. All in favor of firing this idiot for using company resources?
What?
I don't even know what we just heard.
What was that?
What the fuck does that mean?
It's in parts, but...
Did Dilbert get fired? Did he stop running that shitty comic strip?
Yeah,
Sam,
what happened?
Did the guy get fired?
Sam, you're making everyone angry today. What the fuck is going on with Dilbert and his stupid comic strip?
Fuck.
Well, you guys were probably just like, because it's very funny. You got to listen to it again. What they did was they read the Dilbert Gets Fired comic strip, and the last box of the 3 panels, the last panel is his bosses saying, should we fire him? And so that's where I ended the clip, so that way you guys could laugh and not...
Oh, and then we're going to find out...
Right, and then there's some more audio after that, but I wanted to end the clip there so you guys had a minute to laugh.
But what is Dilbert?
Okay, thanks for putting a little break in there so we can laugh.
Yeah.
But wait, Dilbert...
Appreciate that.
They might fire the guy...
The character.
Who gives a fuck?
Not the guy that writes.
No. The character Dilbert is getting fired, so now we're gonna have to follow his adventures
of trying to get a job
or misadventures.
Misadventures.
Of trying to get a job.
Fucking Sam, man.
What does he do now?
He's going to be
He's an
sucking
office
cock
worker.
down in the meatpacking district.
How about Dagwood gets arrested for rape? And fucking Blondie goes to defend him? That'd be a great fucking
Yes.
Where Peppermint Patty is caught eating pussy. She's fucking eating Lucy's ass in the doghouse. That'd be a great little twist in a comic strip.
Oh, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Love to see that.
Where Marmaduke jumps into the family circus and fucks the kid's face.
You get chlamydia from Pigpen. Doesn't wash his cock.
He's unclipped. One like a Pollock.
So let's take Sam's advice and let's replay this.
Yes.
And see where this is going.
Because he gives us time to laugh.
All right, now we got the setup. Now this might make sense.
And it is sure sign of the times. Cartoon character Dilbert has been fired. A symbol of the downtrodden worker. Dilbert says, my side business, DilbertFiles.com, is getting a lot of attention. I have a feeling I will soon be leaving my cubicle behind. All in favor of firing this idiot for using company resources?
Oh, so that was the panel with the bosses? He's sitting there, so Dilbert's sitting there going, well, I've created this side business while I'm at work that's going to enable me to leave my job and, you know, become a successful millionaire on my own.
Right.
Little does Dilbert know that in his head he's saying, I'm going to be out of here soon, but he's going to be out a little sooner than he thinks.
Sam.
Wow, Sam.
The way you put it.
Right.
All right.
Scott Adams is the man, the cartoonist, and the blogger behind the character. Scott, why did you pick this moment in time for Dilbert to lose his job?
Boy, I wonder.
I wonder why. Maybe because everyone's losing a job, and he wants to have Dilbert relate to the people, man. So.
Fuck. It's the smart move. Tessio was always smarter.
Dilbert was always smarter.
Dilbert.
Pick you up in front of Dilbert's joint an hour.
This moment in time for Dilbert to lose his job, and quite frankly, he was using company resources. It's a terrible thing to lose a job, but didn't he deserve to get fired?
Well, you know, his company was slowing down just like everybody else's company is slowing down, and he didn't have much to do, so he started a side business in his cubicle.
That guy sounds like
which is, you know, what a lot of people do, including myself.
He does sound like Napoleon Dynamite. Dilbert should get it in the head, like the Turk.
Why don't you just drop me on the way after or whatever?
Business in his cubicle, which is, you know, what a lot of people did, including myself. And he got caught. So it just seemed like a good time to downsize him and let him see what it's like to try to get a job in this economy.
God, what a bore.
Oh, you know,
that's
see how it's like to get a job in this economy. I mean, I'm with Sam here. This is a treat for everyone.
Is he gonna just like be looking for a job, or is he gonna take a little time off and hang around the house?
Well,
for a little while. What do we see?
A lot of people are asking that question.
Are they, Sam?
And in this next track, we find out.
Wow. Okay.
Does your dad enjoy a good comic strip when he's eating some of the greatest treats of all time?
I don't know. He does have the Sunday paper by his side while he's eating these treats.
Yeah.
I bet he likes Beetle Bailey. One of some of those old comics that have been around for 1,000 years.
Starr. Brenda Starr still hot in comic strip form?
Is he going to get brought back really fast, or are you going to have a long-running storyline where he's now looking for a job and get a lot of humor out of that?
Well, I will tell you that, you know, I can't give away too much. I will tell you that when he comes back, it won't be in the same capacity.
So I can't wait to see it.
That's a cliffhanger.
Wow. Now I got to start reading the Dilbert.
We're going to learn 3
comics.
panels at a time. For the next 5 years, we'll chronicle his fucking 2 job searches.
3 effing panels at a time.
How fucking
oh my
boring.
God.
When they stop with fucking comic strips, no one laughs when they read them.
It is
nobody.
An archaic form of entertainment.
Nobody laughs.
It was relevant in the 20s.
Get us a newspaper. What are you talking about, Jimmy?
They hurt my throat.
Is that today?
That's why I don't do it.
Now, is that in today's paper, Dilbert, getting fired? Or is that maybe happened already, and now we can get an update by reading today's paper, Sam?
That's a very good question. I think, Sam, you should be on top of the whole Dilbert thing and bring us updates from time to time.
I will give you Dilbert updates.
You will be our Dilbert connection.
Has he been fired?
Dilbert has been fired.
Officially, he's been fired. Okay.
Dilbert's jobless.
So the listeners are going to be begging for they're going to be begging for the Dilbert updates there, Sam.
Yeah.
So make sure you don't disappoint our fine listeners.
Maybe he'll shoot himself and his family.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
We don't have a Dilbert today, but we have Beetle Bailey today.
Fuck Beetle Bailey.
Bloomsbury?
The New York papers don't have
Doonesbury
Dilbert?
is probably the funniest comic ever.
Yeah.
You could read it, and then you just don't understand it.
We don't even have Dilbert in our papers after all that.
What a waste of a page of newsprint.
These are
The
good.
comics.
This gets you angry.
Hey, look at Jimmy. He's reading the funny papers. Funny papers. Fucking Don Corleone, you dummy. He's being sprayed with DDT by his little fucking grandson.
Here's the Beetle Bailey.
Somebody should have whacked him.
Oh, we got a little Beetle Bailey today.
This is only a two-paneler, unfortunately.
Two panels?
Oh, boy.
What is that?
One of the guys is sitting there. The two guys, the old general.
Hope this ends like the first part of Full Metal Jacket. Beetle Bailey's sitting on the toilet, his brains splattered on the wall.
And there's another guy talking to the old guy, and he goes, ever think about retiring, Amos? And Amos goes, yeah, I guess when this job stops being fun, I'll leave. And the two secretaries over here, and the one is like incredulous, and she's like looking over her shoulder, and she goes, fun? And the other secretary goes, when you quit, he quits. So I guess what happens is the older general probably likes the young secretary. And when
fun.
It won't be fun once she quits.
Oh. Well, that's a thinking man's comic.
God, Sam enjoyed it.
Holy shit.
What is this, the new Dilbert?
Yeah. Oh, Christ on a
my
pony.
God.
Hand me
what
that
took you
one.
so long? Dilbert got fired January 21st. Sam sucks. This is old, boring news.
This is not old, boring news because we're still following the case. We haven't covered it yet, so now it's news.
This fucking Dilbert. What is Dilbert? Looks like a cigar person.
Why is he naked? Doesn't Dilbert usually have a tie that, like, kind of goes up at the bottom?
He's not working
He's not
anymore,
working
Ant.
anymore. Oh,
Why
but
would you wear a
is-
tie if you weren't working?
Is he being interviewed by a dog?
That's Dogbert.
Yeah, that's Dogbert.
I don't know what the fuck Dogbert is.
This is a Dogbert?
Yeah, it's Dilbert and Dogbert.
Oh.
And
Dogbert likes peanut butter rubbed on genitals.
Yeah, on Pussybert.
On Dilbert's asshole.
Dilbert puts a pink lipstick bird in Dilbert's mouth bird. Fucking Dilbert is horrendous.
And just if you want to set up, I'm reading yesterday's Dilbert.
All right, yeah.
And so he's interviewing with Dogbert, and Dogbert tells him that they're going to put him through some rigorous tests for his interview process, and then it turns into like kind of like a water torture situation where Dilbert takes his clothes off and they've hung him upside down and they're dunking his head into water.
Oh, okay.
So now this is the continuation, which is explains why Dilbert is without clothes.
Is nude, semi-nude.
Yeah.
Sexy Dilbert.
How do we explain this? Who wants to take this one?
Well, Dogbert's at the desk, and cigar person's just standing there.
Apparently, Dogbert is playing the part of the person that Dilbert will have to interview with when he does go out on the job. He is now just training, I guess.
Oh, this is fake interviewing?
Fake interviewing with Dogbert.
Oh.
Well, you got to, be ready
At
to get
his
back,
house.
back into it.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Dogbert says, you survived the rigorous interview process, but there are no openings in engineering.
Mm-hmm. And then the
And
next
panel one.
Mm-hmm.
And panel two.
Look how lazy is that drawing. The second panel is of the top part of a building. Anyone could draw that.
Oh, is that what that was?
That's the only thing I could draw.
I couldn't even tell what that the fuck it was. I thought it was a box.
Yeah, at first I thought they were inside a box, and then I thought it was
No, it's
like
just-
an air
It's the top
conditioning
two
duct.
floors of a building, and that's the whole panel.
And I thought it was, then finally I settled on that it was the other side of a cubicle. That they were then like kind of just looking.
Yes.
Oh.
No.
But no, it's the top of a building. Very good, Opie.
Oh, wow, that's
It's an
really
establishing shot.
This guy's doing
very good.
features.
It's a
yeah.
comic strip. You can't get a little more artistic.
What a lazy fuck.
You're in a
like
lot of
Die Hard.
newspapers. Give us
And
more
by
than
the
just
way,
a dumb building.
all he did was duplicate the first and third panel also. There's no changes.
Yeah.
So he fucking completely lazed out on this one.
Yeah, but it's in the writing.
Shut
Yeah,
it.
the writing is good, though.
All right, so you got the top two floors of a building, and I mean, that is it. And it's a lame-looking building. It looks like a cubicle, like these guys were saying, or a box. All right, go ahead.
And
Dogbert, I guess, says.
Dogbert says...
You don't know because you don't see the characters because,
Yeah.
he's lazy.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Dogbert says, however, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales. And Cigar Body says, you mean a job? And then I go to panel 3.
And that's all they wanted to give us in panel number 2.
Because you got to find out what's in panel 3.
Panel 3 is exactly the same as panel 1, but with funnier banter.
It's the exact same drawing with just different words.
Yeah.
This lazy fuck. Who was the Dilbert guy?
I don't know. They said his name on the clip.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I ain't replaying that horse
Scott
shit.
Adams.
Yeah.
Scott Adams sucks.
Even his name is boring.
Yeah. Fuck him and his
Scott Burt.
So then Dogbert says, no, he says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert goes, no, just a position. And then Cigar Body says, this took an ugly turn.
This cannot be.
And that's it.
In papers.
Yeah.
This cannot be in newspapers.
Who?
There's a website
laugh at
dedicated
that?
to this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it.
Who would laugh at that?
Nobody would laugh at Nobody would laugh at that.
It's not funny.
It's not even this. It's not even that.
Not even a...
It's just shit.
Well, I want to. I mean,
That's
but
for jacking off. Cigar Body.
What's that for?
Yes.
Jacking off.
This is Warren Jerome-Bert.
but in a way, it does kind of lead you to want to know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Well, if he's standing in front of Dogbert tomorrow, I'm fucking burning the paper. The whole building.
Burn the paper, burn the paper.
Yes, Danny.
On Dilbert.com, there
is there like a preview, a trailer for tomorrow's fucking panel?
Well, no, but there is a fun game. It's called "Are You Funnier Than Scott Adams?" And it basically gives you it gives you the last panel blank, so that you can.
Oh boy.
Oh well, I think we should have a little contest.
So, if you'd like, I could print out some copies.
I'd like it a lot.
Can we do that?
And we could play a little game.
Let's play a little game.
Sounds fun, Dan.
Can the listeners play online and
They sure can. They can go to Dilbert.com, and there's a link right on the homepage to "Are You Funnier Than Scott Adams?"
How about you pass out a bunch of them to our studio audience also?
Oh, yes. Let's play "Are You Funnier Than Scott Adams?"
See if they're funnier than Scott Adams.
Ooh, Scott Petersen is funnier than Scott Adams.
He certainly is.
So is Connor.
You go to Dilbert.com.
Lacey Burt wasn't.
Lazy Bird. Oh, God. Oh, she came up like sushi. Oh, wrapped in seaweed. Oh, I'll have the young child. Oh, God damn. Oh,
that's very funny.
Little wasabi head.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
What kind of a job do you guys think he'll end up being able to get?
Sam, let's see.
You can only imagine, Sam.
Funny bone remover?
Boo. All right, so we're going to play Are You Funnier Than Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert, the writer, the blogger, who blogs about it.
Of course he does. Bloggers are always very funny. They're very funny people.
I can't wait to see what happens.
How long has Dilbert been around?
Forever.
Yeah, it seems like forever.
Certainly
It's one of the
does.
newer cartoons, but it's got to be around since the early 90s.
Yeah, definitely. And it was actually, it got to the point where I think Dilbert actually had a short-lived animated series.
Oh!
Yeah.
Where?
I don't remember the original network, but I think Comedy Central syndicated it for a little
UPN?
while.
UPN.
Oh, I was trying to knock that off.
You did pretty good.
I know, close.
Danny, what's this clip? Some Repo clip that's supposed to be pretty good. Calling a bank. What do we got here? As we make copies of the Dilbert panel. The audience now has it, and they're going to attempt to be funnier than
douchebag Adams, or whatever his name is, Adam
Scott Adams. We Not Rich? What is this about?
Huh. I wonder. We Not Rich. Okay.
Yeah, well, this is really, it's something quick. It's something for Aunt, really.
Thank you.
You really just have to play it, I think. I mean, you'll listen to this voicemail that was left for a banker.
Okay.
Somebody had called to try and repossess a vehicle for lack of payment.
Yeah, that'll happen.
It will. And this was the message that was left back to the bank. And it kind of goes on for a while, and you go, okay. And then there's a nice little punch at the end that makes sense for everybody.
Righty?
Yes. Y'all come to get the car? The car is not here. The car is in the shop, and one part is at another shop. If y'all want it that bad, y'all can go pay that man to get it out, and then pay the person to get the other part out. I mean, because y'all act like y'all couldn't be patient. You knew that we was going to get it taken care of. So if y'all want it that bad, y'all can go get it. You pay the man and pay the other man, and we can leave it as that. Because we're not owing that much on the car. Y'all want to trip on it now that we only got on 1,000 or 2,000 on it. So you know what? God bless y'all. Y'all can go pick up the car. So you know what? Give me a call back, and I will give you the directions to where the man is. And I will let him know that y'all going to be paying him to get it out because y'all don't be patient. We're not rich like y'all. That's one thing y'all going to have to understand. But one day, this year, we will be. Because we have Barack Obama.
You cunt. You fucking cunt.
Wow.
Ugh.
See, I just felt bad for her.
Shut it.
I did. She said they took her car.
First of all, this dumb fucking goon doesn't even understand. The repo guy can go to the fucking garage or wherever the fuck this car is that she says is being serviced in 2 different places. What, did she cut it in half? And take it. And repo the fucking thing. And the bill is still going to your stupid ass. What a dummy.
Obama president, nah.
But I'm not rich like y'all, but I will be. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Barack gonna take Gant's money?
Yeah, well, she got a car taken away.
You
Good.
heard. She's gonna be rich.
Ugh.
Like all of us.
And my fucking taxes go up because this cunt has to fucking get more money. Because I gotta help. Because I gotta help bring people up behind me. This is the shit I'm talking about, by the way. When people call me delusional and stupid and ignorant and fucking, I only get my shit from movies and stuff. No, that's reality. That's fucking reality. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're fucking dealing with. Ignorant motherfuckers like that who think they're gonna fucking get rich off of people that are working for a living.
There's a few out
Good.
there.
Get your car repoed, you cunt.
There's just a few out there. It's not an epidemic.
Leave a few
or
of your
anything.
kids in there too while you're at it, so I don't have to pay for them. Oh, what a twat! God, is that annoying? Oh, that clip is annoying. Fucker. Oh, good. That's going to make this Dilbert fucking panel real easy.
All right. We got the Dilbert thing.
At least there's one word I know how to spell by heart.
Now, the comic strip we just did for you, you could, do the 3rd panel yourself. That's where we're at. So we got you survived the rigorous interview process, but there are no openings in engineering. 2nd panel with the building. However, I'm prepared to offer you a position in sales. Cigar Body says you mean a job. And now we got the 3rd panel. As we play Are You Funnier Than Scott Adams, the creator and writer and blogger of Dilbert. And you can play along at home at what, Dilbert.com? All right.
First entry.
First entry is from Otto's friend. Otto, you didn't introduce your friend.
Well, that's Roger Sullivan over there.
Roger Sullivan?
Yeah. From Ho-Hocus.
Ho-Hocus?
Yeah.
What the hell's Ho-Hocus?
It's north of Paramus.
I didn't know of a town called Ho-Hocus.
Yeah.
Dan, you want to read this? You take the entries?
Sure.
Are you funnier than Scott Adams?
So, should I recap the whole panel again for everybody?
I did, but yeah, do it one more time.
All right.
What the hell?
So the first panel, Dilbert says to Dilbert, you survived the rigorous interview process, but there are no openings in engineering. However, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales. Dilbert replies, you mean a job? And in this, our first entry in the Dilbert game here, Dogbert says no, and Dilbert says, well, I guess I could deal pot.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what is he saying over there? What? You're hoping for a little something more than that?
Oh, wow.
Why would the mic be on?
Why?
Why would it be on? I'm so glad the listeners get to see it for themselves because a lot of people think it's just a bit we do. And no, it's no bit. It's reality. All right, we'll try again.
Yeah. I just thought it would be funny if Dilbert hit hard times and became like a total degenerate, you know.
Oh, that would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that. That's encouraging.
All right. Hey, anyone else have entries out there on the bleachers? Jimmy's handing in his. Anthony handed in his.
Mine can't be read on the air. No, mine can't be read on the air. Maybe with the button.
Maybe with the button.
Maybe with the
Sam,
button.
you got an entry from the listeners?
Yeah.
All right, what is his third panel?
This young man's panel says, sort of, you'll be head bull prepper. And then Dilbert says, in that case, I'll go back to Ted's filament factory.
Wow.
Hey, all right. Nice.
Okay, here's one. Let me read this.
This is just from somebody,
Yeah.
Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
However, I'm prepared to
Jesus.
offer you a position in sales.
Yeah.
And then Dilbert says, you mean a job? And Dogbert says, no, Obama president, nah. We're giving your job to a...
Okay.
Well.
Hold on.
Oh, no. Here he goes. He got it. He got it. He's cracking up.
That's the kind of laughs we have here.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Boy, look at everybody out there just really thinking. And what's the matter? You got nothing, don't you? Look at you. Nothing.
Here you go. Danny, try that one.
Okay.
Uh-oh, that's never good. Okay.
All right. So, however, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales, and Dilbert says you mean a job, and Dogbert says yes, you can do Opie and Anthony's job once Aunt gets them fired.
Oh, boy. Any others?
We have one from intern Paul.
Intern Paul? All right, Sam, take it away.
Oh, wow.
Says, however, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales. And then Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then in the third box, Paul just wrote the word no.
Why is that funny? There's something funny about it.
Well, you know what? Because I was still laughing. Like, it's a shitty setup for a joke because, like, if Dogbert's going to offer him a position in sales, why would Dilbert reply, you mean it? Like, yes, a job. Yes, idiot. That's my entry. Dogbert says, yes, a position in sales. Dilbert says, thanks.
It's just as good as what this asshole is writing
Exactly.
and getting in papers. You got another one there, Sam?
Yeah, this is from Tom out here.
All right, one of the listeners.
Who, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales. And then Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert doesn't say anything. And then Dilbert says, sales? What other kind of jobs we got? I guess in reference to the...
Yeah, the beer club.
Right.
What is that? What is that?
That's someone's
what is that?
fucking phone or UFO or...
That's our copy machine making more Dilbert.
Oh, Dilbert saying, wow.
Well, can the intern that's holding that wireless mic point it away from the copy
Put it
machine?
right down on the copy machine. What's wrong with this?
Okay, we have another one.
Yeah.
From Kevin. He says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, yeah, selling I Hate Your Guts by Jim Norton.
Oh!
I think it's more of a plug than anything else. And then one from Heather. You mean a job? And then Dogbert says, based on your choice of clothing, you've already lost all sense of self-respect. I think sales is perfect. Now blow me. Which is more...
the now
vulgar.
blow me kicker, I like. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Chokers. We got another one being handed in. Thank
We got
God.
another one. You mean a job? No. You are going on welfare and taking Aunt's money.
Oh, see, I don't like that. I don't find it funny.
Does he have those blank ones?
Yeah, they're coming.
Oh, we got more blank ones being passed out. Good. Give me a couple. Give me a couple.
Hey, keep in mind, folks, this is only today's. We could do yesterday's. We could do last week's.
Fantastic. Let's just focus on this one.
Are you sure?
Oh, thank
Let's just
you.
focus on this one.
Yeah.
Can't wait to read what the listeners come up with online.
Look at this. Half of my panel is cut off. I think I'll make it.
All right.
Intern Paul wasn't happy with his first entry and has another entry.
Okay.
He says, "You mean a job?" And then Dogbert says, "Only if you fuck me." And then Dilbert says, "I'll get the oven mitts."
He's a dog.
That's good.
And the oven mitts, but yes, but that would be the dog fucking Dilbert.
No. Dilbert fucks the dog.
Yeah, but no, the oven mitts are for the dog fucking Dilbert in the ass because the oven mitts keep the claws from digging into Dilbert's sides.
No, the dog wants to get fucked.
But then the oven mitts don't make sense.
No, you don't understand.
No, I understand. You don't seem to.
Dilbert is fucking the dog.
So what are the oven mitts for?
To fuck the dog with?
No!
Everyone knows the dog fucks the human.
You duct tape the oven mitts on the dog's front paws because when he mounts you to fuck you, his dew claw will dig into your sides and leave scratches on your ribs.
A really good one. From executive intern David.
Oh, all right.
Let David read it
David's
himself.
got to do it in his inimitable
Ladies and
delivery.
gentlemen, executive intern David making his way
David,
into the studio.
finally.
Have you met this guy yet, Otto?
Yeah, at the other building. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He was drinking the... Okay.
Yeah.
Intern David. Executive intern David, I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay, I'll read it. Dogbert says, "You survived the rigorous interview process.
Oh, yes.
There are no
the whole
openings in
panel.
engineering." Then he says, "However, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales." And Dogbert says, "You mean a job?" And Dogbert says, "Yes, you will actually have to do work." And Dilbert says, "Oh, man."
Doesn't like work.
You could write for Dilbert, though.
Yes.
Because that would
probably appear in the paper.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Thank you.
Fool.
Here you go.
Fool.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Paul.
Uncle Paul is
Uncle
heading
Paul
one.
making an appearance.
Yes. Read Uncle Paul's there, Danny.
Oh, no.
Well, I don't really think that it's Dogbert and Dilbert having a conversation. It just kind of seems like a question that Uncle Paul was kind of wondering.
All right.
Oh, really? Okay.
Thank you, Ken.
Cartoons is fun.
It just says...
You have to read the cartoon.
Okay, let me read the cartoon. So we know what the first panel is, and then Dogbert says, "However, I'm prepared to offer you a position in sales." And Dilbert asks, "You mean a job?" And I'm not quite sure who's saying this. It's just kind of in the panel in bad handwriting. It just says, "You got any kids I can fuck?"
Jesus.
And Can is spelled K-A-N.
I like cartoons.
And Uncle is also spelled with a K.
Like cars for kids.
Sam.
We got a couple more.
Yeah.
Heather has a follow-up. You may remember Heather. She's the one who wrote, "Based on your choice of clothing, you've lost all self-respect. I
Yeah.
think sales is perfect.
Yeah.
Now blow me."
Yeah. Okay. She's trying again.
The follow-up.
Okay.
He says, "You mean a job?" And then the dog says, "I said blow me."
It's kind of a follow-up. Yeah, it's kind of a sequel almost of
Then we've got
Dilbert 1.5.
We've got one from Kevin, who Dilbert says, "You mean a job?" And then Dogbert says, "More like begging. You're selling Voss tickets."
Oh, see, and Rich isn't even here to defend himself.
That's not fair whatsoever.
Wow, that's so not right.
You got another one there, Sam?
Yes, this is a good one because it's political.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Dilbert says, "You mean a job?" And then Dogbert says, "Yeah, a job. Wait, Bloomberg just cut that one too."
There you go.
I get it.
Because that's the way he's running the city.
Okay.
All right, we have another entry.
Yes.
So, again, Dogbert, however, I'm prepared to offer you a position in sales. Dilbert asks, you mean a job? And Dogbert replies, yes, you can clean cum out of my handlebar mustache.
Jesus. Wow. There's a nice little callback. Wow.
Oh, shit.
Sam, back to you.
We've got one from Keith.
Yeah.
And then Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, yes, but you'll be selling Gap the movie. And then Dilbert says, I would rather drive my wife to suicide.
Oh,
wow.
That kind of happened.
A little Paul O bashing going on there.
Oh,
Jesus.
And then our intern Charlie did one.
All right.
And then Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, no, a position in sales, you cunt. So that's the blow me approach.
Yeah, just something dirty. It'll always make you chuckle.
Yeah.
Are we about done there, Sam?
I think we have Heather going for a third home run.
Wow.
Oh, God bless her.
You should just apply for the fucking job.
Heather, what's the plug again? Why not?
What
You got what?
George Gallo and Terry McNeely at Ollie's Point on Sunday, February 8th.
What are
Sunday.
they? Comedians?
George's a comedian, yeah. He's
Comedians,
Okay,
yeah.
good, very good. I knew you'd have a plug. All right.
Okay.
This is Heather's third entry.
Yep, this is a good one. Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, stop staring at me.
Wow.
Because he's just looking at him. You know.
I'm getting a report that they won't allow curses online. They effing bleep them out on you, so you got to work around that if you're trying to do this online at Dilbert.com.
Intern Scott has one, which I don't know why he's taking shots at people in this one, but Dilbert says, you mean a job? And Dogbert says, yes. Now go sell Opie a new fucking car.
They're tying it into the show.
Yeah,
I'm
working on that car thing.
Hope that's okay with you, Scott. He's working on it.
You don't have to answer him.
All right. And the fart ends the segment, I do believe.
Yeah, there's good one.
Exclamation point.
We should take an eatsy break.
An eatsy break.
I got an eatsy.
An eatsy break. Otto from Otto and George in studio playing the Treehouse Comedy Club, Stamford, Connecticut on Saturday.
Saturday, yes, sir.
And then the brokerage out there on Long Island on February 18th.
Mm-hmm.
More with Otto from Otto and George in just a bit. Bum-ba-dum.
Said something about Bill Hicks earlier.
Oh, yeah, I would love to hear
you want to hear the
that
Bill
earlier.
Hicks stuff?
Yes.
Oh, that would be
Letterman's
nice.
lead up, definitely.
Otto, you're a fan of Bill Hicks, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
One of your guys knows Bill Hicks.
Yeah.
A lot of people know Bill Hicks. I never got to see him live. He's one of my favorites of all time.
I got to meet him at
That's huge.
Governor's down in Levittown. Adam Ferrara was opening up for him.
Right.
And went back in the dressing room, and there was Adam and Bill Hicks.
That's cool.
Shook his hand. Felt privileged because I was a big fan at the time.
You were?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
More people are becoming fans after his death. And
Yeah.
it's so weird when you listen to his stuff. A lot of it can be said today. It's kind of timeless. Some of the references are a little off, but besides that, the material's right there.
If you just put in different names of things, you could use the material.
Well, he
now.
beat the shit out of Bush, so, you know.
Yeah.
You play that stuff, it sounds like he's talking about I was going to say the current president, the president that we just said goodbye to.
I'd love to have heard his take on our current president. I'm sure he would have liked him.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it would have been very funny.
You should go to you should go to YouTube. Letterman. I thought this would get a lot more attention than
What's
it did.
the YouTube?
The internet.
What is the YouTubes?
The YouTubes.
Because I hear a lot about it.
What happened was, on Friday, Letterman had Bill Hicks's mom on to discuss the banning of a set that Bill Hicks did back in 1993. Bill Hicks came out, did a killer set, but Letterman decided not to air it, and it became this thing for many, many years. And Letterman finally made good with Bill Hicks's mom, sat her down, they discussed the controversy and how it hurt Bill Hicks personally and hurt Bill Hicks's family, and they got into it. It was really good TV. And then David said, we're playing it today unedited, and they played the set from 1993. This was on Friday. I thought it would get a little more attention than it did, but it kind of like skated by a lot of people.
But Friday's a weird time to do it.
I know. He kind of buried it, but it's on YouTube if you want to check out the whole thing. And Letterman even admitted that he didn't see the set, since it was done back in '93. It just sat on the shelves. So I don't know why out of nowhere he decided to come up, to do this.
That is odd.
I don't have the backstory on this,
Is
but
it the
he
anniversary of Hicks' death or his birthday or any kind of special
Because that was the 12:30 show that he was cut from. Now it's
93,
11:30,
right? Yeah.
Right. So he's.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's even more stringent at
That
that
is
hour.
weird. That he did this. Maybe he's doing something where he's kind of getting a lot of things off his chest or something.
Yeah, who knows?
He was doing that whole apologize thing, and then.
Yeah, if someone has more info on that, maybe you could give the show a call. But I got actually something that adds to this. So Bill Hicks goes on Letterman '93. Did Letterman at least a dozen times. I don't know how many times total. And this set was banned. And then Bill Hicks went back to Texas, Austin, and he talked about the whole banning of the Letterman thing on a public access show. We got that audio today.
Public access?
And this is audio that Letterman obviously didn't play, so we're just adding to the whole...
Ooh, look at us.
The whole story thing. So, I mean, the quality's shitty because it's public access, but I think we'll be all right with this. So Bill Hicks explains the appearance on the Letterman show and being censored after the taping.
Recently, on the David Letterman show on October 9th, that I did the show, taped the show at 5:30 in New York, and when at 7 p.m. was called by the producer and told that I would be excised completely from the show. I, of course, asked why. The material had been approved and reapproved by the producers. And they said that CBS had deemed the material, these are quotation marks, unsuitable for the viewing public and for the Letterman audience. And I made the point that when I'm not on the show, I'm a member of the Letterman audience, so ultimately what you're saying is my material is not suitable for me. What a predicament.
Okay,
smart ass.
He was great, though, man.
How come he's gone, but Swayze lives on? All right, might have been a little rough. Oh, if I have to see one more commercial for the Beast, shut up, all right? It looks like shit.
The good ones die young.
Enough already.
Billy Joel said it perfectly.
Yeah,
it's always,
look how old he is.
Exactly. Then he hit a tree.
It's always the good ones that pass way too soon. Always.
Swayze's very intense.
Yeah?
Yeah. When you watch
Trying
the
to look all
Beast.
intense on that show.
I know. He looks now exactly like his brother, who used to look like retarded Patrick Swayze.
Now Patrick Swayze.
Now he looks like retarded Patrick Swayze.
Right, that's it.
Like Patrick Swayze's brother would show up on like some fucking... He'd be playing an extra in a gang, and he'd be in the background, and you're like, is it fucking Patrick Swayze or something?
Yeah.
And then you get a look at him and go, whoa, that looks like a retarded Patrick Swayze. And then at the end, you'd see, Aaron Swayze or whatever the fuck his name is. I have no idea what his name is.
Tom Hanks
Swayze.
Tom Hanks has a brother that's just been a zero.
Oh, really?
As Tom Hanks has been this huge Hollywood
Isn't it like his
star.
twin brother or something? I don't
They
know.
look very similar. Find Tom Hanks' brother online.
I saw him on
creepy.
a soap opera once.
Yeah, and he tried to follow in his footsteps and not even close.
Wow.
Not even close.
Probably easy to follow in the footsteps at the beginning when he's like on bosom buddies,
Yeah.
but then after you're winning Oscars and stuff.
Yeah. He's a glorified extra. They give him a line or two
What about
just to make
Eric
him feel
Douglas?
better.
Remember that guy, Eric Douglas?
Oh,
I knew
yeah.
Eric, yeah.
His father's
Did you?
a gigantic movie icon, and his brother's a huge producer, and it's sad what happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
All right, as we find Tom Hanks' brother's picture, here's Bill Hicks. This is what a lot of people have been asking today. He explains the actual joke that prompted the removal of his set and then talks about the promo that aired on that night's Late Show.
What happened was I did some material about the pro-life people.
Oh, it was abortion.
That abortion issue, that'll get you.
Because there was some violence in his set. There was some other religious stuff, and then there was the abortion material.
And the joke I did was very simple. All I said was, if you're so pro-life, do me a favor, don't lock arms and block medical clinics. Lock arms and block cemeteries. Let's see how committed you are to this premise. It could even be construed as pro-life if you wanted to make that argument. Anyway, they counted that as one of the quote-unquote hot points that I touched on. Here's the punchline. Monday night during the Letterman show, a commercial airs for pro-life. So see, we just had a misunderstanding. I thought I lived in the U.S. of A., United States of America, and actually we live in the U.S. of A., United States of advertising. Freedom of expression is guaranteed if you've got the money. Okay.
Yeah. To be true today, man. To be true today. Oof. Explains the Jesus joke that was also flagged as inappropriate.
And other hot points I hit on the set, which was, again, approved and reapproved by the Letterman segment producer.
Until, of course, it was time to do it.
Until after I did it.
Until after it was done.
And the other material I touched on was Jesus, which they don't want any discussion, which I find so funny. I mean, it doesn't matter what angle you take on it. The fact that a comedian's talking about Jesus, people might construe it as sacrilegious. And in fact, it wasn't what I said. All I said was a lot of Christians wear crosses around their necks. You think when Jesus comes back, he's going to want to see a cross. It's just an observation.
That's a great observation. Yeah. Why would you do that if you're hoping he comes back?
Yeah, hey, check this out, Jesus. Remember this?
Right.
I don't go for that type of humor.
No. You don't?
It's not necessary, no.
Why? Christian Jimmy. He's funny.
I just don't feel that that's not that fast with the music.
I love it. It's either too fast or too slow.
Christ. I didn't even think of Christian Jimmy. That's how tired I am.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to go into Christian Jimmy.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck it.
All right. Bill talks about freedom of expression, how the major media corporations want to keep the viewing public stupid.
The point I'm making is about the idea of freedom of expression, and I believe that there's this agenda in mainstream media, and I think it's fairly easy to back this up, to keep people stupid, docile, and apathetic, and therefore the elite who own these corporations and the families that own the corporations, even fewer people, their agenda is to keep us stupid and apathetic. That's why I love public access.
Wow. A little distracted because Patrick in Boston, we just did a live read for porn.com. He writes, I'm in a hotel in Connecticut trying to get work done. I heard the porn.com ad by Danny and immediately checked out the site. It took 30 seconds to jerk off into one of the hotel hand towels. I normally use the washcloth, but I didn't have a clean one left. I have to read that for the advertiser.
All right.
Your advertising is working here on the Opie Anthony Show.
Seconds.
Wow, man, he was fighting the good fight back in '93. Why are we bothering? Because in 16 years, it's the same shit we're dealing with, or comedians in general are dealing with, and radio show hosts are dealing with. Dave likes him, but apparently had a rule about Jesus jokes.
Dave likes me, but what I found out subsequently to all this, and oh, by the way, I don't mean to keep pushing my own little horn here, but tooting my horn, but on Monday, this Monday, in the New Yorker magazine, there's a profile about me, including this story about Letterman. I found out that it's one of Dave's rules that he doesn't like comics to talk about Jesus on the show. Which I find really weird. I mean, they pretend to be this hip, late-night talk show, when in actuality they're as mainstream as anything. And, again, it doesn't matter what angle you take on the Jesus subject. That's what bugs me. Just because I'm a comic doesn't mean I'm treating it with disrespect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another brilliant point. Jesus. And then finally, the last clip of his interview with Public Access Channel.
See, what they do is they kowtow to a minority that's very vocal. Reasonable people don't write letters. Reasonable people have lives.
Yeah.
Reasonable people know it's just a joke. Reasonable people know it's just TV. They know they can change the channel or they'll wait and something else will come on. Sure. See, reasonable people don't get it active. It's these minorities, these fundamentalists who are totally organized, and they are a minority, and who are the ones trying to set this agenda for America. And but come to find out, Dave, you know, I guess $14 million was his price. You know what I mean? Everyone has a price, they say.
Oh, man.
Luckily, I don't have any money, so it doesn't matter my price.
Well, I'm glad that problem got solved over the years, and we don't have to deal with any of that anymore. It's so funny to hear such an archaic way of dealing with things.
Amazing, right?
On that recording, and realize just a few short years later, we're so far away from that.
So good to know that the corporations told those people to go fuck themselves.
Yeah,
Thank God.
yeah.
So,
And they don't kowtow to these small groups of people because normal working people that enjoy entertainment like that don't write letters.
Right.
But we finally found that out when...
we sure did, Anthony.
And that was just after the flying car came out.
Yeah.
Which was just a boon to mankind. Oh, we're still in this shit. We're still in it.
This is what, 16 years ago, and we're still fighting that horse shit. And you try to tell these corporate guys, why are you
It's
listening
five
to
people with letterhead.
Why are you firing really good radio shows over a group of 10 people that then try to get some of their other people to write letters that never even heard the broadcast?
They never heard the broadcast.
Why are you doing this?
Because they're cowards.
You're taking away programs that a lot of people enjoy. Way more people enjoy than hate.
They're cowards, that's why.
Because they don't fucking write. Because
But you would think in 16 years the point is that they would try to move forward and understand what this is all about.
Realize that nothing is going to come of those people complaining if you just ignore them. Nothing will come of it.
Right.
Your business won't go down the shitter. You're not going to lose advertisers for any length of time or any. It's not going to make an impact on your company.
But we know the answer. It's because they're cowards. It's that simple. It's unfortunate that's the simple
16 years later, they continue to be cowards.
They'd rather do the phony apology, which they don't mean. You think of some corporate spokesman gives a flying fuck when they make those statements to these interest groups? Oh.
Yes.
We sincerely apologize, and if anybody was offended, you think this guy is sitting there at home going, God, I'm so upset with what that show did. I'm going to write this apology letter. They don't care. It's just another fucking thing to put in the outbox.
I got a challenge.
Yes, challenge.
Give me the last apology that was sincere and real. Bill Clinton's apology was bullshit. All the apologies we've made over the years, bullshit.
Yeah. And we've said before, if we ever are heard apologizing or even sounding like we're apologizing, we don't mean it.
No. And the last
so we have to say that beforehand because when we're doing it, we have to kind of sound like we mean it just to keep our jobs. But
well, you hear Anthony crumpling up the paper in disgust after the last apology.
But the apologies are never sincere.
Name one. What was the last apology?
John Candy and Uncle Buck.
Sorry. Just awkward in his own skin.
Sorry.
How great was John Candy?
Last apology that was sincere.
That's a good question. Like when Clinton went through that whole thing, please. He didn't mean any of that. Somebody will come up with one, maybe.
See.
No one in the audience has one. Hey, you want to hear Letterman now talking to Bill Hicks' mom?
Yes, very much.
Karen Hill to Henry Hill after she pulled a gun on him. Kind of sincere.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That was sincere. Of course, you're living in movie land again, Ant.
Yeah. And there's this one. This one is very sincere.
I'm sorry. I did so many bad things.
Keitel sounded very sorry. That fucking bad lieutenant's so good.
I tried to do the right thing, but I'm weak. I'm too fucking weak.
That's great.
Where are we with Bill Hicks' mom? Did we cut that up today? Because it's a long segment.
Yeah,
with his
it
mom,
really
and
is
it goes
long.
on, and it's like kind of rough to listen to.
Yeah, I mean, from what I had heard, you had wanted the set, which I do have for you in tracks, but you said the mom stuff was kind of whatever, so I didn't go for it.
After we discussed it, I want to play some clips from Bill Hicks' mom, and then after that, you know what? I think the material should just sit there by itself without us commenting, so I want to just play the set. I think that's the way to do it today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's broken down in tracks, but I think in this case, let it roll. I think people will enjoy the set, absolutely. 16 years later.
Sincere apology. God damn it, this got me thinking. I can't think of one.
Imus's apology? Are you insane?
Stop it. Then he hires a Benetton ad to keep him on the air.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm trying to think now.
I'm embarrassed that I did that.
I'm embarrassed I did that.
You think that was sincere?
I'm sorry.
Let's think about this for a second. You think?
No, I think he was annoyed.
You think he was doing what he needed to do
He
to
might
try to
have
save his
felt
job?
slightly
Because that's
guilty.
where all apologies come from.
Yes.
He might have felt slightly bad, like, maybe that was fucked up, but no, I don't believe that was.
They're self-serving apologies.
I agree.
You only do them to. You wouldn't give an apology out unless it was something in it for you.
Yes. We're stalling because we're trying to get Bill Hicks's mom's audio there. So let's go to
Al Roker's apology.
Calling my
was sincere.
thrilling commentary stalling? Jesus.
Thank you, Kenny, for my treat.
I think I was babbling.
Rob in Tennessee, Rob.
Hold on, sorry to interrupt you. Put my treat there!
Now that's a treat.
Hey, Rob.
Thanks, Kenny.
Hey, Rip.
I was just going to say what you guys thought about Dog the Bounty Hunter's apology there.
No.
It was really
either.
sincere.
Oh, my
Save
God.
your job
You know what?
apology.
Tim C. in Ohio might have he might have the only sincere apology that we all know.
Yeah?
Pick that up. I'm trying to think how I could tease this.
Let's see. Sincere apology.
You got to think way out of the box.
Someone's genuinely
way,
sorry
that's
about
that's the hint.
When the Germans apologized for World War II and what they did.
You got to think
they don't care.
way out of the box.
John Lennon with the Jesus bit. Nah, he was fucking trying to sell records.
Stay in the country and sell records.
Jerry Lee Lewis apologized to Garanimals.
Anyone? Elliot Spitzer's apology? Stop.
No.
He was trying to save his job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one that was trying to save his job. And that's key to my hint. This guy wasn't trying to save his job. Think way out of the box.
Out of the box.
Ralph crammed into Trixie.
That's true. He was apologized for fucking that black girl down the street. Outside the pool hall. He ate her ass in an alley. While Norton looked out for him. I do remember that one. And then Teddy Oberman came in and fingered Ed's ass for a little while fucking cramming the black chick's ass. It was awful.
It was so loud that Garrity was yelling from upstairs.
Yeah. Tell Teddy Oberman to quit smelling his fingers, Cramden.
Fucking Officer Grogan came over.
Let's go to Pat in Connecticut.
Mrs. Manicani fucked herself with a zucchini. While she watched.
Oh, Carlos was fucking all the girls around the apartment building.
It's true. Alice had unclipped dick cheese on her upper lip, and Ralph knew what she was doing.
It's not dick cheese, Ralph.
It's feta.
Feta.
Hey, Pat, go ahead.
Yeah, the last sincere story I heard was when Anthony said he was sorry he ever got married.
That's funny.
Wow. Yeah, that's a different type of apology. That's me apologizing to myself.
Yeah, Brian.
Brian. Hey there, Brian. You're on the air. You're on the air.
Good evening.
You finally go to the phone.
Going through puddles.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Yes,
Brian. Yes.
Hey, this is Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Really? We've just been saying, Brian, you're on the air for fucking like a minute.
Hi, Brian.
I'm on the road. I can't hear you. I was going to say, apologize.
Ah.
Thank God that got through. Thank God. We almost missed that humor.
Kyle in Alabama. I need a baby leg. What's up, Kyle?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hey, what about a few years ago, the Beastie Boys apologized for their lyrics, and no one was really pressuring them into it. They just sort of came out of nowhere and said it.
I don't have knowledge on that, my friend.
I know a sincere apology.
Yeah.
When Alex came downstairs. Okay, I'll accept your apology for fucking having the timing of diarrhea in the ninth inning.
Go ahead.
Fucking cunt-faced bag of vomit.
What are you trying to knock down up there?
The Grand Theft Auto 4 glove.
All right.
Don't mind
Let's
me.
go to John the Trucker. Here's the answer to the hint I gave that came from Tim. Go ahead, John.
Yes, this sincere apology was Bud Dwyer's.
R. Bud Dwyer.
Wow. All right.
He wasn't playing.
You know something? He was genuinely sorry that he was such a douche.
And then he wasn't trying to get his job back now, was he?
No.
Yep.
I think
Eaterbullet.com.
Eaterbullet.com. Very good. So there you go. I think that could be the last sincere apology is R. Bud Dwyer.
Done by a madman.
My favorite comb over.
Yeah.
All right, they're still cutting up Hicks's mom's audio,
Oh.
so quick break. We come back, Letterman talking to Bill Hicks's mom from Friday's Letterman show, and then the Bill Hicks set that was banned for many, many years and was just in hiding and on a shelf getting dusty, and Letterman finally decided to play it on Friday. We're going to replay it here today on our show. All right? Opie and Anthony.
Never a big Black Crowes fan either. But who the fuck am I? I'm Anthony. We're back. Opie's taking a little leak. Wow, either a leak or a big shit. You're limping. Wow, that one really hurt.
What's wrong with my Black Crowes?
I'm not a Black Crowes fan. I was never a Black Crowes fan.
Why? They're kind of old school.
Nah,
what didn't you like about them?
Their music.
Everything?
There's not a song I like from Black Crowes.
What about Black Moon Rising?
No, I don't.
You got a little Black Moon Rising?
I don't know one song they do.
Well, this is one.
This is one.
I don't recognize it except from this show.
I just don't like it.
They don't have Black Moon Rising in the Master Computer from
Master Computer. I don't like them.
That's too bad.
Yeah, no, really not. One less band I have to listen to.
Where were we? The Bill Hicks mom stuff? Do we have it yet?
Bill Hicks.
In what, 2 minutes? What should we do for 2 minutes then? Just what can we do for 2 minutes?
You got to make the stretch sound. The stretch. Oops. Knocking over my Gatorade.
How about the Christian Bale audio? Otto hasn't heard that.
Otto didn't hear the
I heard
Christian
about
Bale.
it. I want
It's
to hear
good for one more full uncut play because it's so fantastic.
That's only like a minute and a half.
Well, they're making sound machines out
Soundboards,
of it. Soundboards, I mean.
Where you can then make prank phone calls.
You're going to have all yours tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
For this side of the show?
I have this one.
Oh, da-da-da-da. I got to tell you what happens on this show. Like, we hear these clips, and it's a race to see who gets it on their machine. I am so jealous that you have that one.
I might also have this.
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
I'm dying.
That is classic for any occasion where an intern fucks up, a caller stinks.
Where was that about 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We were off the air during that. I probably should have played it.
Oh, you're killing me with this.
Fucking amateur.
Oh, you're killing me.
Oh, I want a whole bank of just Christian Bale yelling at his
See, I got this.
Yeah.
That's me. Oh, da-da-da-da. Oh, da-da-da-da. Oh, da-da-da-da. Oh, da-da-da-da. Yeah, but do you have this one?
I am proud to be a lesbian.
A lesbian.
Do you have this one? A classic? Oh, my God. Look, Space Shuttle Endeavour doesn't work anymore.
Oh, shit.
Oh, look at that. Pushing the button and everything.
That
Don't
sucks.
work.
Hey, how about this one?
Could you fix that?
Very beautiful girls, you know? Where were you tonight? The Kit Kat Club? You ever suck a guy's cock? Show me how you suck a guy's cock. The last time I'm going to ask you.
Fucking Keitel.
I got this one, though.
Do the bit. Do the bit.
That I like.
Oh, and punt doesn't work.
I'll get Eric. I don't know why. It's
You can get a doggy style, you can get a lean on your side. Those are your only choices. This is my house and I get to say.
That's a good one.
And is it true you hate just the black in the Black Crowes, or...
Oh, no.
If they were called the Crows, would you be okay with this band?
Just the Crows is a great band.
Yeah.
This show is fucking bizarre.
Isn't it?
God.
Please do it. What? You're just watching us and going, what the fuck's wrong with us?
I feel like when I'm not here for a while, I'm like you're speaking in pig Latin. I have no idea what any of these bits are going to mean.
No, you're absolutely right.
What do you need us to explain?
No, not that. I mean, it's working. I'm not, what the fuck, you're not entertaining me.
Yeah, we're just arguing over who got the best sound effects.
Yeah.
Because Opie's got a fucking sound effect things. I got one.
Yeah.
And now we got it like, the second a good clip comes out, we race to see who can get it on their machine first. Because once it's on your machine, then it's, fucking out of the public till.
And we do a bunch of bits at the same time, because you got Stephen S. from Bayshore. Not surprisingly, Ant loves Whitesnake.
Ah, all right.
You don't like Black Sabbath, do you?
I like the Great White. Black Sabbath, I'm not really a big fan.
Boy.
I appreciate what they've done, but I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
Interesting. Never thought of it in those terms.
What's wrong, Sam?
Oh,
Why are you rolling your fucking eyes?
You know, it's a paradox.
I didn't roll my eyes.
Barry White.
Barry White.
I don't know if I like him or not.
Well, you like his name?
Very hard to decide.
All right, so where were we? Remember when we were talking about Bill Hicks and the band thing?
Mm-hmm.
So Letterman on Friday brought Bill Hicks' mom in. So this is part 2 of our little discussion, I guess. Here we go.
Thank you very much for being so gracious and so generous to come and visit with us here so we could take a look at Bill's shot on the program that never got on. And let me again, if I haven't previously, just apologize for
this
the
is
heartache
sincere.
and sadness that my decision caused you and your family. And, of course, made all the worse by the knowledge that at the time Bill was terribly, terribly sick. And then not many people knew that, did they?
Very few.
Very few, yeah.
And I appreciate you saying that.
Good call, Dave.
Yeah, way to go, Dave.
Jeez, he was sick, and you just fucking shunned him from the show, Dave.
You know what, though? The other side of it gave Mr. Hicks a lot of publicity.
Yeah, of course it did. Good job, Bill.
There was an upside to it. Here we go.
He always said when he was, up until the time he got interested in comedy, that he was going to Texas A&M to be a vet.
Liar, whore, you know it.
Hey, that wasn't part of...
You know, Dave should have lightened up on the old broad.
What the hell? I don't remember seeing it that way on Friday. What? Let me make sure everything's okay over here.
That was unnecessary of Mr. Letterman.
Yeah.
Texas A&M to be a vet.
Oh.
He loved animals, and that's what he wanted to do. And then he got interested in watching Johnny Carson, and he read books about Woody Allen. So he got interested in that. He said that he saw
Really
Johnny
see where he got
Carson
his
on
comedy
TV,
chops
and he
from.
thought, "Ooh, you mean you can make a living doing that?"
Jeez, Dave.
He's pumping it up a little bit.
Another fucking Vito Corleone in the fucking tomato patch again.
He's just doing a little punching up, that's all. He does that.
You're spelling it.
How did you feel about coming here tonight? Was this an easy decision for you to make? I mean, I was. I thought.
Were you surprised that I accepted?
I'm surprised when anybody comes here. No, wasn't surprised. But part of me thought, well, she has every reason not to come here.
That's right. I had a lot of reasons not to come.
Wow.
And I thought about it, and then I decided to come.
Good. I'm glad you're here.
I am.
And again, I know I can't make up for the damage that was caused, but I hope symbolically this means something to you.
Well, it does. Right. And I will tell you that was a very hard time 15 years ago when that happened. And I just will have to tell you that it was.
Well, I'm well aware of that.
I know.
I don't know personally how difficult it was, but I can certainly, now that I have a son, I can certainly imagine what that...
You had to have a child to know.
That's right.
Okay, what else? You want to know?
What's she say? Huh? What'd she say? What else do you want to know? Oh. So.
Asshole!
There you go. There's some audio of Bill Hicks' mom. People want that as a ringtone immediately.
That's a great ringtone.
That would be a great
I don't know how to download ringtones.
It's easy.
I don't know how to do it. I get frightened.
This is what you do. You take your phone, right? And you hand it to Daddy. So effing easy.
I get frightened.
Just hand over the phone.
I don't know what I'm
What do you want as a ringtone?
Da, 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 da.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, da-da-da-da. Oh, da-da-da-da.
Got a call.
Oh, da-da-da-da.
Oh, this
Mother.
one. When a text comes in.
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
Oh, would be nice on the train.
All right, you guys
this one.
This is a giant cock.
Oh, good. That's the one I'll put for my mom when she calls. It's Mom on the phone. That's how you know it's Mother.
Mother.
That would be a funny one for your mom.
Wouldn't it? And a picture of a big cock comes up on the fucking display. Mom always liked the big cock.
Yeah, she sure did. The old size queen, and you give her the old chin punch. Mom's a size queen. If it ain't black, it ain't worth it. Right or wrong, Ma?
Want to play the Bill Hicks thing and end the show today?
Do the bit.
Let's do this. So this is the set that was banned for 16 years that Letterman finally played on the show on Friday. I think it's worth playing again today. Let's get the plugs in because we'll leave the people with this.
Yes.
Otto and George will be at the Treehouse Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut.
Yeah, all you Connecticut people come out and see me.
On Saturday.
Trish just told me I wasn't talking enough on the show. I just ate a turkey sandwich. I'm slipping into darkness here.
Slipping into darkness.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
You should talk more.
That's all right.
Don't say anything at home. She's either shut up or she's on the phone.
Otto, you should talk more. Your grandson, Frank.
You killed today, bro.
Yeah.
You did very well today. We do the show every day, and there are times we check out for a long period of time.
Oh, please.
I feel
That's
no
how it
need
is.
to impress anyone at this point.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's better to push less.
Yeah.
I said it first.
All right. So Otto's doing that, and then you got the brokerage on the 18th of February.
Yeah.
For everybody on Long Island.
That's where I first met you out on the island.
That's where I met him.
Yeah. $40 shoes.
All right, we'll leave you with the Bill Hicks thing.
Yeah,
I have a plug.
Oh.
Caroline's tomorrow through Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And my Artie gig, our gig, not my gig with, it's our gig.
Sure.
February 21st in Tower Theater in Upper Darby. And you can go to livenation.com for those tickets unless you don't want them. Then don't.
But you'll see Jimmy. I want to go to Caroline's. I want to see you at Caroline's.
You should come this weekend. I have a whole thing I'm doing now.
What do you do now?
It's where I take people's driver's licenses, I guess things about them. But I guess things that are not on the license.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, when did you incorporate that into the act?
Brand new.
Ah.
I'll take your license and I'll do something with it.
Do you put it by your head?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if the guy's name is Chip.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, Chip. And I'll guess something about his life.
And wow, are you good at it?
Very good so far.
All right. That sounds like a pile of shit.
I'll do this. Like say this. I'll do something like this. But I'll sneak a peek at it. Like what I'll do is this. I'll hold the license, and as it's coming to my head, I'll peek at it, and I'll go, Chip.
And they'll be like, fuck.
You were born in 1978.
And it's against your head, so
Yes.
people don't think you could see it, but you saw it while it was coming up to your head.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now
right.
you just told the trick, though.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can't do it anymore.
And then Ernie Hudson comes out, and he fucks Chip's face. He's behind the curtain at Caroline's. and he comes out as Tumor, and he drops a honey jar on Chip's face, and he fucks it. He breaks a jar of honey over Chip's head. Gets his head all sticky.
You know Tuma just had a fucking baby arm.
Tumor had a cock that was as long as it was dirty.
Tuma.
Tuma.
Stupid Tuma.
Oh, Tumor was a dope.
But what a hog.
Oh, boy, big cock, a lot of dogs, and some bees. You fucking idiot. Big fat, like, red head on it. A dog dick.
I gotta see that movie again.
Yep.
All right. Yes, Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks from 1993. It was banned until this past Friday. Letterman finally did the right thing. Here it is. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.